It's your friend the Wren back again. I hope you guys are tuning in to and subscribe to follow my shorts. I'm going to start making a lot more short content, 15 seconds, 3 minutes, things like that. I might be doing like updates for future videos. So if you saw the last one, that's why you're here, I hope. So what did that video say? The journey is always the destination. Always. Why is the journey the destination? Think about that. We're preconditioned, we're taught, programmed to believe that we have to get somewhere. Everything's outside of us. We have to get there. One day I'll get there. Where are you going? Where are you going? It's always right now. You're always right here. I like to be reminded of, a short little story here of myself. That I had intentions on taking this very specific nature hike. And I had a destination in mind, right? Park the car, grab my kit, start going, on the walk, all the whole time preoccupied with, setting up camp. What am I going to work on when I get to camp? Just focused, got to get there. Got straight line mentality. And then, given my nature being distracted by nature, I'm always just looking around at the landscape. So I'm daydreaming as I'm walking, even though I'm, still focused on being preoccupied with the destination. You can call it ADHD, call it what you want. Those labels, those things that we attach to ourselves, our personalities, they're just programs and trappings. If you want to label yourself as those types of things, then be comfortable doing that and go ahead. But anyways, to get back to the story, I'm looking in a specific direction, and there's kind of like a break in the tree line, like where there would probably be like a deer run, like a little trail. And it looked dark inside there, so I was like, ooh, I have to go in there. What's in there? What's in there? And all preoccupied thought and focus about getting to destination vanished, disappeared. Wasn't even a thought anymore. I was just not going there. I had to go into this hole, into this darkness, and follow this little deer run, this trail, to see where did it go. Maybe I'm going to find some new spot of the woods that I've never been to before, or it'll take me to a spot that I never realized I could get to that way. The point is the journey is always the destination. And I think that is something along the lines of, if the journey is always the destination, what is that telling us? It's telling us to be present. The journey is now. That's all you have in this moment. And if you can learn how to be as a human being should, because that's why we're called human beings, because we have, the responsibility to learn how to be. So that's, I think, pretty important. And no, I'm not, shirtless because I'm trying to be sexy. It's currently like 80 some degrees outside at nighttime, and I don't have air conditioning, and I had to turn my fan off to make this video. So I'm not trying to be like, braggadocio type, macho man. Fire in the head. So we have to ask ourselves, in our daily lives, how can we be present? How can we still the mind? How can we just learn how to be? A lot of the upcoming videos I'm going to focus on maybe some simple tricks and techniques just for the everyday type of person. Nothing deep, nothing that's considered spiritual. We're talking about things that are related to ancient religions, things that are related to even modern religion, like Hinduism and yoga. But we're going to be taking an exploration into things that are considered quantum, along with metaphysics. I'm going to do a video about metaphysics and spirituality, and I think that's long overdue in this type of community. So that has to happen. It needs to happen. There has to be a male to say the right words within the spiritual community. And I'm not seeing too many men rise to the occasion to say what needs to be said. So that's coming. So how can we be present? How can we unattach and detach and view our thoughts and our mind and our bodies as programs, as they are? If you guys aren't aware of the channel or the people, RJ Spina, Spina, RJ's channel is the reason why I am basically alive today. There was some dark times, and his work, along with Pete Sapper, Sapper, they're doing really good work. Kind of sometimes very similar work, and sometimes a little bit different. I think that's all dependent upon how you perceive things and the energy transmission that you would have by intaking the information. The energy, the energy exchange when you're viewing something is not necessarily always about the message. It's about the energy behind the delivery of that message and how it reaches your mind and your heart. And if you have the ability to resonate sympathetically with it, is a good way to put that. So if the destination is the journey itself, then you're always right there. Wherever you go, there you are. Some people also say, home is in your head before bed. That's where home is. But it's not really your head. It's not really your heart. These are always spoken of as your head and your heart, as regions, as energy places, chakras, if you will, for those in that tradition. Light centers, the three cauldrons within the Celtic system. Cavendish is quite good this evening. But yeah, I would highly suggest you check out Pete Sapper and RJ Spina. I know that Pete has a book out. I've not read it yet. I apologize, Pete, if you see this. I've not read your book yet. It's coming. I'm getting to it. I have many books to consume, and I still have to see what RJ's new book is going to be. I think that's being released this August. So check out some of RJ's videos too to see what books he has. He's all over Amazon, and I think Pete's book is there too. But their work is what inspired me to come back to YouTube and talk about topics similar to them, not exact. I might be covering some of the things that they're talking about and take it in a different direction because of the journey that I have been on and how I can best be of service to those who might be going through something similar. And we'll talk about that because um, it's been a long time on this channel since I've um, opened up personally about where I have been, what has happened, what I've been through, and how I came out the other end healthier than I ever been in my life. And if I can share that with an audience that's willing to be objective and understand the journey that I was on, if I can help just one person, then I've done my job. That's how I see it. So I hope you're subscribed, you're patient. Videos are going to start trickling in. I'd like to get on some sort of schedule for you guys to do like maybe certain uploads per week. Even if I start slowly, just do one a week, maybe one video a week and maybe 2 or 3 shorts, just to kind of get my feet back into the pool here. And then we'll dive in and we'll do some things, and I'll jump on TikTok and see what kind of ripples I can make in that pond before getting banned. And tell you about some other projects that I have coming up. I have been a busy bee. So thank you guys for tuning in again, and I hope that you can use this little chat for some inspiration. You'll go visit Pete's channel and RJ's channel, and then start asking yourself, after you watch this video, of how you can be more present within your day. What things can you implement that are simple, that allow you to just be in the moment and not be attached to it emotionally, mentally, psychologically, but just being in it and just allowing it to be. Not weighing it, not judging it, observing it, unattached, and just allowing it, and then just being in it. I think this is important. I think we're going to be starting a new community, and the world is entering a different time now. There's a crux, and we're at the precipice of something. There's going to be a split, and also a merging. This split's going to be the AI and consciousness split. And the merging is going to be the merging of AI and people, and then the merging of people with people. I'll talk to you soon. Stay fresh, cheese bags.